I love what I do here at Checka Pro Radio. I get to talk to great experts like Kevin Lips, and I get to help you, the homeowner, get your questions answered by great experts like Kevin. Kevin, welcome to the program. How are you?
I am awesome, man. Thank you.
It is great to have you here. Locally owned and operated in Cincinnati, Lips Electric. Um, Talk a little bit about that. It is a family business, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, we've been in business since 1986, where our dad Ron started the company. It was just him for a long time, and he had a few folks work with him, and so now it's me and my two brothers are both
Hmm.
active in the company, and we've got just over 22 people right now on the team.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And you have your name on the branding of the company. I think that that's great. It really shows that you're part of the community and you've got heritage since the '80s. Um, I've seen your dad before. He's looking great. So, I mean, it's fantastic, and I'm sure he's very proud of what you guys are doing.
Yeah, man, it's really cool. He's definitely feels like he can step away, but he keeps coming back because, well, first off, because we want him to, but I think he likes being here, and we still learn a ton from him. The man knows so much in this trade, like so much.
It's fun when you can work with your family, especially when you get along with them too, because a lot of people don't see their family until a holiday or something, and to be able to work with them can be a blessing. So congratulations on that. So questions come in, and I brought you onto the program to answer it because you are an expert guest here on Checka Pro Radio, and it's about outlets and USB outlets as well, which are becoming more and more popular. And the question is can I install more outlets in my home, including USB outlets?
Yeah, yeah, and, I can answer this a bunch of different ways, and it depends on what you need it for, so I'll just list a couple. Or first off, I'll say, yes, you can add more outlets, but if you just need an outlet over here because you are shifting the way your furniture is and now your lamp is over here, we can move that outlet relatively easy.
Mhm.
Um, but if you need a new outlet because in your living room that is in the basement needs a space heater when it gets cold outside, that's going to need a whole new circuit with it to that outlet because those space heaters take 10, 15, 20 amps of power. So we should run the proper wire to it. On the USB, we were talking a little bit ago about how that's shifting, and it's based on the phones, everybody's
Mhm.
phone chargers, but everything now has, different batteries and so much battery powered stuff, and the USB is actually becoming a little bit outdated. It's still really, apparent and needed, but the ones that we recommend install, it has a USB and a USB-C, so the
Mm.
smaller one that fits the newer Apple phones in there, and we do those for folks all the time, and a lot of times that's like an easy add-on for us when we're on site. We have a club program with coupons to even help you get better pricing on them too.
Yeah, in that case, if someone just wants to upgrade to a USB outlet where they have the regular outlet power coming in, the
Mm.
heavy voltage versus the lower voltage, you can take an existing outlet, remove it, and put it in. And what's really, really cool is sometimes we want to redecorate. And when we do, we're like, these old ivory looking switches and outlets, they don't match the bright white we're looking for. So you guys can come in and you can change all of that real quick.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And while we're in there, we're gonna check all the wiring connection, replace
Mm,
wire nuts. We're gonna get that thing back to new.
yeah. And there's nothing like getting an aesthetic change as well because you can't, like I said, sometimes the outlets and switches also are old and dirty. They could last 30, 40 years and they work, but they don't look good, and
Yeah, yeah,
no
and the
matter
thing
what
that
you do, you can't refresh them without replacing them.
it's true. And just from a use standpoint, we talked about it before where breakers, they wear out over time. Well, outlets do as well. So
Mhm.
when you're plugging that same toaster in every single morning and over time, that repetition wears that outlet out. So we do have tension testers that let us know how worn out are the outlets. It's something people don't think about, but they wear out.
Yeah, so I've seen people take duct tape and duct tape the plug and put the tape onto the outlet/wall to hold it up because that outlet no longer can hold the plug, right? So they're trying to get that right connection. There's sparks coming out. They're like, "Oh, we got it. Tape it," right? And that's not what you should be doing.
No, 100% no, that would be the wrong call.
I think you can relate because you're laughing. You've probably seen something like that before because the outlet.
There's some creative wiring. Don't use extension cords and run them across the rooms. I mean, we see that way too often, and if you do, at least get a real big extension cord that's big enough. Because a lot of times people use those real tiny ones that
Mhm.
are only meant to wire up a lamp, and those things can really be a fire hazard.
Quick question just came to mind. Is it better to be overcautious by using a heavier gauge extension cord than not? You just said it was, but I'm thinking about what that outlet is rated for. So let's say it's an outlet that's rated for lamps and not appliances, but you're gonna plug a lamp in on the other side of the room. Isn't it better just to just get a bigger, heavier line, or is that not going to transfer well because it's coming into the outlet, at a lower rate?
Yeah, no, I understand the question, and it I would always get the thicker, better, um, extension cord. I don't think you have to in that scenario, but if you use it for something else like a saw or any equipment that you would normally see in a garage that has a good draw on it or any motors,
Mm,
those will need more power. That's what those extension cords are for. And it's fine to use that bigger one on a smaller circuit. It's just the risk is what's the thing you're plugging into it. So if it's a smaller circuit, you shouldn't be plugging your electric saw into that
you're
outlet.
only
You
as
want
good
an
as
extension
that.
cord of kind.
Yeah, you're only as good as that circuit. So,
100%.
don't plug your circular saw. I've got a table saw,
Mhm.
um, and when that thing cranks up,
You
the light's dim,
it
but it's
dim.
a beast. And I don't know if it would make a difference of what I plugged it into unless I was in some industrial plant somewhere. But once it's going, it's good. It's the startup, that's the issue. And once it's
Yes.
going, it's fine. As always, Kevin, thank you so much for joining me here today on the program.
Thank you, Jim. Take care, man.